channel.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel Final Whistle. The Nigerian media space is filled up with criticism and appraisal of the appointment of the new Super Eagles coach Eric Chelle. In as much as a lot of people have come to defend the decision of the NFL by appointing Eric Chelle, as they believe that is the new face and philosophy of the modern day football that they want Nigerian players to play in. Some of them have believed that it's not up to standard, as they believe that we have coaches that are equivalent, that are on par with him in the Nigerian system to take up that mantle. Aside from that, a lot of emphasis has been placed on the appointment of Eric Chelle, but we have neglected the way it's to set up. As we have a problem in the Super League that is causing a lot of concern, we've talked about how we have a good defense, how we have good attackers that are applying their trade in topmost clubs in Europe, racking up to 30-something goals contribution. A lot has been said concerning our attacking midfield, considering the fact that the formation Eric Chelle like to set up is more of a 4-3-1-2 formation, 2 up top and 1 creative spark. Creativity is a problem for us in the Super League as it stands, as Alex Iwobi has not been able to do what he has been doing at Fulham. Aside from Alex Iwobi, we have tried other players. Have they flourished? The likes of Dele Bashiru, Fisayo has not done enough, and that is going to be a major problem in order for Eric Chelle to succeed. We have a player that is doing some magical things in Serie A. Believe me, this guy is a Champions League winner, a former Chelsea player, if I must say. And a lot of Nigerian football fans are already considering him to be that creative spark in Eric Chelle's formation. But before I give you details on this player, let me officially welcome you to the channel Final with you, channel that keeps you fresh and updated concerning spotlight related stories, from fans' reaction to pre and post match analysis, and of course in-depth match analysis. You can follow us on all social media platforms: on Facebook Final Whistle 931, on Twitter now known as X Final Whistle 931, on TikTok Final Whistle 931, on Instagram Final Whistle, and of course our YouTube page Final Whistle 931, where we give you the full version of our stories. Don't just watch our videos, want to like, share, and drop your comment in the comment section. And hope you are subscribed to the channel Final Whistle, because Final Whistle is a shop in bringing you sport-like related stories. Believe me, it's about sport entirety. We are going to talk about it. And turn on your notification icon to get notified whenever we drop series of production like this that might interest you. Yes, Eric Chelle likes to set up in a 4-3-1-2 formation. Earlier on this channel, my colleague and I, AY, brought you a formation on how Eric Chelle likes to set up, where we talked about him using a preferred 2 strikers up front, and we have always talked about the player behind these 2 strikers, that it has to be all about creativity, that Eric Chelle does not mind this midfielder not doing the other dirty jobs, just focus on creating the relationship between the midfield, the 3 central midfielders, and the 2 strikers up front. And we have said, we have that players in our ranks. A lot of us don't believe that, because a lot of us has called the likes of Chidera Ejuke, but Chidera Ejuke has drawn some fractions among Nigerian football fans, as they believe that he dribbles too much and does not release the pass. Is it going to fit in Eric Chelle's formation? That is one that we're still going to look out for in the next call up of the Nigerian Super Eagles. But there's a player, like I said, in our rank that is making ranks. Believe me, this player is a Champions League winner. He's a youngster. He was a former Chelsea player. He was given his debut by Thomas Tuchel. Believe me, talking about talent, we all can agree that Thomas Tuchel knows one for the future and knows how to side them. Thomas Tuchel gave him his debut in the 4-0 win against Everton in 2019 season, where he played 19 minutes. And ever since then, he has been with the first team squad before he was eventually sold in the 2022 seasons. So believe me, he was part of the Champions League winning squad that played in the 2021 with the likes of Timo Werner, Mason Mount, James, and the rest. Believe me, if he was a player that was into the Chelsea team as it stands, believe me, he will be a player that will be given enough chances. But at that time, I think youngsters didn't thrive under that system. But now we are looking at how Chelsea are doing with their youngsters now. So probably that's one, by the way. So ever since then, he has moved from Chelsea to the Championship, and now he's flying straight in Serie A with Empoli. He's the one rocking the number 8 jersey. And believe me, the funny thing about Tino Anjorin is the player we're talking about in question, is the fact that numbers are not doing justice to the kind of way he likes to play. We can see from his profile and his map, he likes to play from the left wing. He can play as the central midfielder, and he can play as the attacking midfielder. Just that role we are looking to fill the gap of what Eric Chelle likes. You understand where I'm coming from? Like I said, number has not been doing justice to what he's playing, because if you look at his statistics so far this season, he has racked up 15 appearances so far in this area, with just 3 assists, no goals so far. Like I said, numbers are not doing justice to this attacking midfielder statistics. But what surprises us and what interests us is the manner of which he plays. Is it a player that has an eye for passes? Yes. A lot of us can argue that because of the team he plays, Empoli, they are not those kind of attacking team, so hence why the numbers are not doing justice to what he can bring to the table. But regardless, like I said, it is not the start that actually drew us to Tino Anjorin. Due to popular demand, the Tino Anjorin's name has been popping up on the radar of all Nigerian football fans, and we feel that okay, it's our duty to actually enlighten you about Tino Anjorin. Like I said, his stronghold, his strong attribute is dribbling, more like Chidera Ejuke, but I think he passes the ball more than Chidera Ejuke. He has an eye for passes, defense splitting passes. What struck me is the fact that his teammates were not able to convert these chances. And if you look at his final third passes, believe me, it's up there with the likes of the best midfielders in Serie A as it stands. And I think that we can all agree how Serie A is standing out as one of the best leagues in Europe as it stands, with the likes of Adema Lukman thriving there and every other thing. So I think Tino Anjorin is a name that might pop up in the Nigerian Super Eagles very soon, because I've always talked about Chelle, that based on his formation, I think we're going to see a lot of new names in this Nigerian system, because we believe he's going to step a lot of toes, because we feel that for the last 3 to 4 call-ups, shall I say last 3 to, or let me say the last 6 to 7 call-ups, the lineup is so much predictable. We are very certain that we'll see the likes of Ndidi. We are very certain that we'll see the likes of Kevin Bassey and the rest, and a new sheriff is in town, new philosophy, new pattern of play, and possession-based football. You understand where I'm coming from? And you're looking at the kind of defenders we have, the kind of midfielders we have. I've said it, Rafael Onyedika is one to watch out for Eric Chelle. But regardless, today is all about Tino Anjorin. Like I said, he knows all about winning, and for a player to come through Chelsea Academy, we have seen how Chelsea Academy product turned out to be in Europe as it stands, the likes of Mason Mount, Chris James, Conor Gallagher, and every other things, as if Chelsea has no bad product in Cobham so far. So Cobham has been a household name in terms of producing huge talent. But now at 23, I think he's finding his feet in his senior career level. So Tino Anjorin is a name we need to watch out for. Is Eric Chelle paying attention to that? We know I've talked about Eric Chelle trying to do the visitation and every other thing. He was in France earlier to watch the likes of Moses Simon and the rest, and we saw how that panned out. And he will be in Italy soon. Probably he will see one of these games so that he will know that Tino Anjorin is one to go for. Like I said, it's not spectacular based on statistics, but you need to go watch him out and see how he dazzles on the ball. And based on that creativity, that connection between our 3 central midfielders and the 2 strikers Eric Chelle likes to play, believe me, Tino Anjorin will be a good option. Yet to be capped by the Nigerian Super Eagles, but you might never say never, as he has also yet to be capped by the 3 Lions, the senior 3 Lions. He's eligible to play for the 3 Lions if the need might be, but with the way the studded quality is, you might never roll out. And there's another thing I don't want you guys to roll out, is the fact that for Thomas Tuchel to have given him his debut in Chelsea's Champions League winning side, playing in the Premier League, the Champions League, the FA Cup during that 2021 campaign, believe me, Thomas Tuchel can upset some kind of odds and call him. We know Thomas Tuchel and his Red Gems. He likes to do this kind of thing. We saw Thomas Tuchel what he did with the likes of Billy Gilmore. Billy Gilmore was an academic product, and we saw what Thomas Tuchel was able to do. So Tino Anjorin is one to watch out for. Is he going to be in Nigeria, or is he going to be in the Super Eagles? But believe me, statistics is not doing justice to what this guy can play. But believe me, if you're talking about a proper bowler, proper number 10, proper attacking midfielder or central midfielder, Tino Anjorin is one you cannot look to neglect. So go and check him out and tell me what you feel about this in the comment section. And that is all for me. Don't forget, I'm your humble host, Official Allah. You can catch up on all social media platforms, on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and of course our YouTube page, Final Wish United. And that is all for me. See you guys.